Welcome back. Sarah here, your business partner in Tupperware. This video is all going to be about how do you set up your calendar and how do you figure out where you're going to place your virtual events, your in-person events, and where you're going to put your trainings. And most importantly, where does your family fit into it too? So let's get started. You need to figure out a schedule because what gets scheduled gets done. You need to figure out, is this going to be a hobby or business? You can make this a spare time, a part-time or full-time, or even executive income, but this is a choice and you need to put in the time to decide in the income and how long, and invest wisely. Did you know that there are 168 hours in a week? If you subtract 56 of them for sleep, that leaves you 112 left. If you subtract 50 of those for working full-time, you have 62 hours left. Subtract 20 hours for your Tupperware business, and that still leaves 42 hours a week for your friends, your family, and most importantly, you. Because nothing works unless you are happy as well. So take a look at your date book. Now, it doesn't have to be this physical date book. It could be a calendar that you get from Target. But the big thing to know is key dates. First, figure out where your family fits in. They need to be scheduled first. Then, go through and figure out when you're going to be going to the trainings. Typically, we have ours on Mondays. Sometimes they go on different days of the week, but almost all of them are on a Monday. Then, figure out where you want to make some money. You could color those green. Those are going to be your event nights. Most successful consultants try to do 2 events a week for consistent income. So how fast do you want to fill up those spots? One way to do it is having a 3-week calendar. Now, this calendar is an example of what I would bring to a party, and this calendar is also in the family.infanshine.net. You'll notice that if it's a morning class, a morning opportunity, it's there. If it's an evening, it's there. The days I don't do parties at all are Sundays and Fridays, because those are my family days, and I get to choose them. I'm going to tell you a little secret. Bethany is my daughter. And I had an event for her on that day, but I didn't want somebody to think I wasn't doing a party that day, because people who are busy get booked. So I encourage you not to put X's through the days that you want, just leave them blank. If you can do an event on that day, decide it there. I like to delineate between Facebook and in person or Zoom. For here, evening could mean Zoom, or it could be meaning in person, depending on when the timing is right. You get to be your own boss. You get to set your own schedule, and it is encouraging to do a power hour. Now, it doesn't have to mean you get all that 60 minutes all in 1 hour. You could do 15-minute chunks throughout the day, or 5 minutes here or there. Because remember, what gets scheduled gets done. So make a point to, if not daily, weekly, have time for host calls, customer calls, dating calls, and recruiting. And then use that mission Ask 100 that we talked about in the previous video to get started. It gives you 5 different ways to ask for something before you're done with that one person. Remember, when you finish filling this out and you send it to me, I'm going to send you a gift. You can use this through your lead list, so that way you can help yourself get started and just check off. And as you meet new people, fill it in, because you're always going to have new people in your life. Just remember, don't prejudge. You may not think that somebody needs Tupperware, but somebody might need you. Look for bridges. Remember when we talked about this, to put a check mark if you think they would look and say yes, F if they were going to be a fundraiser, or X if you would think they would say no thank you, and a $sign if you need money. Start with those X's, because you have no expectation they're going to say yes anyways. So if they say yes, oh goodness, that's even better, right? So get started. Be inquisitive. Ask questions. Don't just jump in and say, hey, do you want to have a Tupperware party? Nobody wants that. Start off by seeing how they're doing. Let them know that you're starting something new and you want to have them help you practice, because practice does make perfect. If you start with those no's, you have no expectation they're going to say yes, so it's a happy surprise. Putting a blanket post on Facebook or social media that you are a new Tupperware person is a really great way to start, but it's not very personal. So I would recommend doing that post and saying, hey, I started my Tupperware business. If you're interested in wanting to know the link, say link me and comment below. And then when they say, I want your link, please comment underneath it. I'll message it to you and then message that paid website. From there, have a communication in Messenger. It really only takes one good party to get you started and to celebrate each step along the way. So one thing that you could do is you could go to Google and you could put in your address and then kind of do a radius of about 5 miles around your house. Determine how many people you actually know. Write down their names. Call them up. Text them. I have a really great text that if you want me to help you with that, just send me a note and say, hey, I need to have that text to send to people that are my neighbors, and I'll be happy to help you with that. You can ask people what their favorite piece of Tupperware is, or when's the last time they saw a Tupperware event, or what their favorite memory is. When our catalogs change, you can always do a last chance first class. And there are so many instant parties that you can do, especially on Facebook, because people know what they're doing a few days from now, and it really takes no time at all to get those set up. Do practice so that you can do more with better results. Remember those word choices. Food, fun, and free are always appealing to everybody. They love, 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 love to hear you say those words. And Melanie Parker gives really great training for that too. Remember, events are the answer. So if you're going to do it right. Make sure you check out our different trainings that we have for the type of event you want to do. We have Zoom trainings, we have Facebook party trainings that are both done in groups and events and business pages. And we also have in-home party demonstrations for when that becomes available to us. So my question to you is, can you post on our company Facebook page what you enjoyed about this training? And are you looking forward to doing Zoom parties or events? We can do bingos as well, Facebook ones, or in person when they become available. I can't wait to read what you write. Thank you for joining us.